Matthew and Shelley Armstrong came to Cedar Rapids Kennedy High School from Washington High School this year. They replaced Justin Sands as the director of the Prep Show Choir Protege, director of Moonlight Express Jazz Choir, and co-director of Concert Choir. Mr. Sands left big shoes to fill with many successes during his time here at Kennedy.
At Wash, they had great success with groups such as Slice of Jazz, which was the top-ranking jazz ensemble in the state for the past 3 years. They also directed the Prep Show Choir Celebration. After a long interview process, it was clear that they were the most qualified and were hired.
Initially, students at Kennedy were slightly skeptical about the arrival of the Armstrongs, but after months of constantly working with them, many have grown to love the Armstrongs and accept them as an important aspect of the Kennedy choir system.
Now let's go behind the scenes for a closer look.
We co-direct all of the core choirs with Mr. Ziegler, from the ninth graders, the Kennedy Singers, chorale, concert choir, chamber singers, and we direct Protege, the Prep Show Choir, and Moonlight Express, the jazz ensemble, and
then I accompany for all of the ensembles.
We were teaching in Cedar Rapids the last 7 years at Washington High School, and before that we were at Coe College and Muscatine High School.
3 and 4. It's the way you move me. Oh, it's the way you move me. Come on, it's the way you move. Got the faster and rolling for the ones who want to get away. Sing it for the boys, sing it for the girls, sing it for the world. Rather than saying, "Oh my goodness," they'd be like, "Oh my God," right? It's a character. That sound of victory. Never answered that. Do nothing but scream what I'm feeling. God knows my heart, and I know that He hears
I feel like it's going really well. We've had kind of milestones lately. We got to take Moonlight Express out to contest last night, state contest, and they did really well. Protege did really well the last time out too. And every experience that we have like that just makes things easier, makes you feel more at home. It's fun to work with different size groups, and they present different challenges. Small groups are really neat because they can learn things fast, and it's easier to get the sound clean quickly. But there's something special about the big groups too, just in that there's the whole teamwork part of it, and when you bring a big group of people together on a task, it's exciting, and it can be a big sound too.
And there's a lot of variety in the music that we get to work with all these different ensembles. We get to have a wide variety of musical styles that we really like.
I'm Josh Payne. I'm a junior. I'm in concert choir, chamber choir, Moonlight Express, and Happiness Incorporated. My first impression of Mr. Armstrong, I was really skeptical about him being a director because I had Mr. Sands last year, and so I didn't really know what to think. After being in Moonlight for 2 trimesters of the school year, my opinion's really changed. I think he's really talented, and Mr. Armstrong is also really talented. They're really good directors, and so I think that our choir department's lucky to have them just because of their teaching abilities and the aspect that they can, change someone's voice for the better.
doo da ba doo ba. Sweet da ba sweet da 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 ba doo ba doo ba doo ba doo ba. Rejoice, rejoice, have joy. Can a fella go to top it? If you want to pitch a ball and you can't afford a hall, all you got to call is let me off of town. We need him now. Oh, we sure do need him now. Oh, Lord, we sure do need him now. If we ever needed the Lord before, you know we sure do need him now. We need him every day and every hour. That love's the only thing worthwhile. There'll be music for everyone. Then we met and you cared, I knew from the first. You were my love, 'cause that's when the old gray cloud burst. My heart really flew the day you caught my eye. I hope that we two will never say goodbye. Clouds of gray have silver linings when they're reversed.
I'd say probably my favorite experience was the all-state process, working really hard with the concert choir on the all-state music as the year started, and the quartets, and just trying to use time really well and prepare the groups so that they could be successful, and so that we can be thought of as just a great choir school, not necessarily just a show choir school.
I'm Shannon Otto. I'm a senior and a 2-year member and president of Moonlight Express. At first I was a little skeptical about them coming, even though I heard good things about them, because it's hard to just to change when they're following someone like Sands. They definitely had a different way of doing things. They tend to be a bit more serious and harsh than Sands and even Ziegler sometimes, so that's hard to adjust to.
It's extremely difficult.
I should have answered that one first. We obviously we enjoy working together. That's why we do this. We love making music together. We've worked together pretty much ever since we've started teaching.
And it's nice to have a female teacher in the room when we're working with the choir, so kind of the female perspective on vocal technique and the male perspective right there at the same time. It's nice. We're fortunate to be able to do it.
There are moments we have different musical opinions, but I
She's
usually
always
get my
right.
way, so it works.
Music for lovers to be found in the sun.